All right, this is video number 3 of your Algebra 1 Semester 1 exam review, starting with number 18. Determine whether each function shown is a linear or nonlinear and explain. So to be linear, they have to have a constant rate of change, a constant y minus y over x minus x, a constant slope. That's what I was looking for. So we need to find the slope, right? So here, x is changing at a constant rate. It's just going up by 1 continuously. Is y going up by the same rate? This is going up 5, this is going up 5, and this is going up 5. So yes, it is. From here to here, each of these, it's going up by 5. On top, from here to here, each of these are each going up by 1. So the ordered pairs are changing at a steady, constant rate. So this is a linear function. Linear, constant slope, and the slope is rise over run, the change in y over the change in x. Change in y is 5, change in x is 1, so slope equals 5. Or you could say 5 over 1. Okay, B. X changes at the same rate, right? This went up 1, this went up 1, this went up 1. What about the bottom? Well, from 10 to 12, it went up 2. From 12 to 18, it went up 6. From 18 to 25, it went up 7. So is that changing at the same rate? No. So this is not a linear equation. Not linear. Why? Because the rate of change is not constant. It's not changing at the same rate over and over. It's going up and down at different rates. So no constant rate of change or no constant slope. It's changing a whole bunch. Okay, number 19. Payment on accounts for Omar's Landscaping Company. We're going down. Oops, it's crooked. We're going down, and Omar was concerned. Week 1, the payments totaled $18.50, and week 9, the payments were $11.30. What was the rate of change for this time period? Okay, so we need to think of these as ordered pairs. Oops, that's not an ordered pair. Week 1 is this much, and week 9, sorry, was this much. So in the first week, they made $18.50. In the ninth week, sorry, they made $11.30. So these are our ordered pairs. The week is first. The amount of money they made is second, right? The amount they made depended on the week. This is our x value, this is our y. So now we want to find y minus y over x minus x. So I'm going to do $18.50 minus $11.30 on top, y minus y. And since I started with $18.50 on top, I have to start with 1 on the bottom, 1 minus 9. All right, so this is $7.50 minus $37.20. And 1 minus 9 is 8. And 720 divided by 8 is 90. And this is actually negative 8, sorry. So this is negative 90. So that means they're going down about $90 per week. They're going down about $90 per week. What was the rate of change for this time? Negative 90. And if you were going to interpret that, they lost 90 per week. That's what that means. Okay, number 20. Determine which of the statements below are true related to the function ht equals negative 3 over 2t plus 9, which is shown on the graph. So we have to answer each of these. Which one is true? So when they have these little dots here on the graph, we can connect them to draw our line, right? Linear equation. And this is with the function h of t equals negative 3 over 2t plus 9. Okay, the initial height was 9 feet. So this is saying the height in feet after a number of minutes. It looks like maybe somebody threw a ball or dropped a ball, maybe, something like that. So initially, this is before any minutes have passed. At the very, very beginning, where does the object start? About 9 feet up. So it says the initial height was 9 feet. That is true. B, the balloon fell. Okay, there's a balloon. Oh, helium. I didn't even read that part. It's not multiple choice. The function represents the height in feet of a helium balloon after t minutes. Okay, well, that makes sense. It starts up tall, and then after so many minutes, it drops down because the helium runs out. Okay, the balloon fell 3 feet per minute. Okay, so here's the minutes. So what's our slope to get from here to here? What did I do? I went down 3, over 2. Down 3 over 2. Down 3. So my slope is negative 3 over 2. This is saying it fell 3 feet per minute. This is saying it went down 3 every 1 minute. So that is not true. It went down 3 feet every 2 minutes. It took the balloon 6 minutes to fall. Here's the minutes. So if it started at 9 feet, by 6 feet, it landed on the ground. So that is true, yes. Oh, wrong one, sorry. That is true. C. D, the initial height was 6 feet. No, it just said the initial height was 9 feet. That is not true. So far, A is true, C is true. And then E, it says the balloon fell 2 feet every 3 minutes. That means it went down 2 over 3. Nope, it fell 3 feet every 2 minutes. So they got these things mixed up. But this is not true either. So we're just kind of interpreting the graph and seeing which of those are true. Okay, that was page 5. Now we're going to finish up page 6. We got 3 more pages left. I'll probably squeeze them all in the last video. Number 21, for gym membership, M, that's the membership, Susie paid $12 a month. She also paid $2 for each group exercise class during the month. Write an equation to model the amount of her membership for 1 month and solve the equation for C. All right, so I think of this as y equals mx plus b, right? So she pays $12 a month no matter what. In 1 month, she pays $12 no matter if she never comes or if she comes all the time. Doesn't matter. So she pays a flat $12. So that's y equals mx plus 12. And then, depending on how many classes she takes, she pays another amount. So she pays $2 per class, right? So this becomes 2. This m becomes 2. So her total monthly bill is $2 per class times how many classes she takes plus her $12 monthly membership, right? And it tells us instead of X to use C for the classes, and it tells us to use M for her monthly bill, her monthly membership total. So that's M equals 2C plus 12. Monthly membership bill equals $2 per class times 10 classes, however many classes she takes a month, plus her $12 fee. And then it says to solve this for C, so we want to rearrange everything to get C by itself. So I'm going to start by subtracting 12 from both sides. And I get M minus 12 equals 2C. And I want to get C by itself, so I'm going to divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. So I'm going to get C equals, and you can either leave it as M minus 12 over 2, or you can separate that denominator under the M and under the negative 12, right? So I'm going to do M over 2 minus, and then 12 over 2 is actually 6. So here is the cost per class. Monthly membership divided by 2 minus $6 is the cost per class. Okay, number 22, solve the following equation for W. These are literal equations. You're just rearranging everything to get whatever variable by itself. So P equals 16 plus 4W. We want to get W by itself, so I need to get rid of the 16, minus 16 on both sides. P minus 16 equals 4W, and I want to get W by itself, so I divide by 4, divide by 4. These 4's cancel, so I'm left with W equals 1/4 P over 4. P over 4 is the same thing as 1P over 4, which is 1/4 P, right? Minus 16 divided by 4 is 4. So this would be our equation when we get W by itself. Okay, graph the following lines. Now, it doesn't give us graph space, right? The easiest thing here for me is just to get like a Post-it note and put it on there. But I don't have a Post-it note right now, so we'll just kind of sketch these super tiny. Okay, so whenever you have an equation in standard form, you just want to find the x and the y intercepts. And I see an error here because they have x as a negative number and they should not. But that's okay. All right, so we have, we'll kind of draw a little coordinate plane. It's going to be super teeny tiny. And here, for the x-intercept, if we put a 0 in for y, that goes away. 5x equals 15. So x equals 3. So I cross the y-axis at 3. And then for the y-intercept, I plug a 0 in for x, so that goes away. Negative 3y equals 15. Divide both sides by negative 3. Y equals negative 5. So on the y-axis, I go down to negative 5. Once I have my two intercepts, I just draw a line to connect them. And I'm done. Oh, that was supposed to go through there. Should be a straight line going through those 2 points. That's super easy, right? Same thing here. I'm going to find my x and my y intercepts. So I'm going to draw a little kind of mini coordinate plane. Okay, for this equation, to find the x-intercept, y goes away. Negative 2x equals 8, so x equals negative 4. Divided by 2, divided by negative 2. X equals negative 4. So on the x-axis, I go back to negative 4 and put a dot. And then for my y value, I cover up x. I plug a 0 in for x, it goes away. 2y equals 8. So y equals 4. So on my y-axis, I go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, put a dot. And once I have those two dots, just draw a line through them to sketch your graph, right? Should be a straight line through those 2 points. So standard form, just find your x and your y intercepts, plot them, draw a line. Number 24, write an equation in the following for the following relationships, not multiple choice. All right, A. Sarah's age, S, is 7 less than 2 times Bill's age, B. So Sarah's age, S, equals, and it's 2 less than 7 times Bill's age. So 7 times Bill's age minus 2. This is just translating verbal to algebraic. That's all it's doing. Remember we did that at the beginning of the year? That's all we're doing now. S equals 7b minus 2. So if Bill is 40, 7 times 40 is 280. That doesn't make sense. 7 less. Oh, 7 less than 2 times. Ignore me. It's late. I got my numbers mixed up. Minus 7. I was like, 280? Who's 280 years old? Jeez. Read the problem carefully. You guys know. All right, so sorry. Sarah's age is 7 less than 2 times Bill's age. I said it. I just didn't write it wrong. So if Bill is 40, 2 times 40 is 80. 80 minus 7 is 73, right? So Sarah would be 73. So she's 7 less than double Bill's age. She's older than Bill. All right, if let's say Bill was 6, all right, and Sarah's age is 7 less than 2 times his age, well, 2 times 6 is 12, and 7 less than that is 5, right? So then if they were young, she'd actually be younger than him. That's crazy that it changes. All right, B, the volume of the figure is 1/3 the total shown. So volume equals 1/3 of the total. It doesn't say of, but you could say it there. 1/3 of the total. When you have a fraction and you use the word of, it means times. So 1/3 times t. 1/3 of t. 1/3 times the total. Volume equals 1/3 times the total. C, the base of the isosceles triangle is 6 more than 3 times one side length. Okay, so B equals the base is, we don't care if it's not an isosceles triangle, we don't care. So the base is, B equals 6 more than what? The 6 more than goes at the end. We have to figure out the what part first. What? 3 times one side length. So 3L, but it's not 3L, it's 6 more than that. So we add 6 on to the end. So B equals 3 times the side length plus 6. That's how we would write that. Remember when you see more than or less than, whatever's in front of it goes at the very end. Because you're asking yourself, more than what? And the what part goes first. Or less than what? Write the less than part first, and then, or write the what part first, and then the less than goes at the end. Like if I said, I have 2 more than $6, right? I have 2 more than what? $6. So I would write the $6 first, and then I have 2 more than that, so I would add 2 onto the end, right? More than or less than means it actually goes at the end, not in the front. I know that's confusing. Number 25, find the perimeter of the rectangle shown for r equals 7. Perimeter is just when you add up the outside lengths, right? If you were going to walk around this shape, how far would you go? So 3r plus 1 plus 2r, This is the same length as this, 3r plus 1. And this is the same length as this, so 2r. So I'm just adding it all up. 2r plus 2r plus 3r plus 1 plus 3r plus 1. All right, I'm going to combine like terms, simplify, and once I can't simplify anymore, then I'm going to plug a 7 in for r. So that's 2r plus 2r is 4r, plus 3 is 7r, plus 3 is 10r, plus 2. So I can't simplify that anymore, but I'm going to plug a 7 in for r. 10 times 7 plus 2 equals 70 plus 2, which equals 72. So it's 72 units. Sorry, had company come to the door when I got the answer here. But the perimeter here, when we plug a 7 in for r, is 72 units. All right, number 26. Find the perimeter of the triangle shown for m equals 13. So we want to add up the outside and then plug a 13 in for m. So the first side is 2m plus 9. Add that to the second side, which is 6m minus 4. Add that to the last side, 4m plus 7. And then, of course, once we combine everything in, we're going to plug a 13 in for m. We don't have to do that yet. So 2m plus 6m is 8m, plus 4m is 12m. So I combined all my like terms there. And then 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. And then I want to plug a 13 in for 12. 12 times 13 plus 12. 12 times 13 is 156, and 156 plus 12 equals 168. So 168 units all around the outside of this triangle if m equals 13.